What's up, everybody? Eric here with menutize.ai. And I wanted to talk about a question that we got today about future proofing your business. It's a friend of mine, and he kind of thinks it's a joke about AI, right? He's got this negative outlook on AI. How is AI even going to affect us blue collar guys? And I'm like, well, it is. And so one of the most important facts I told him was I was at this meeting, and it was like kind of a behind the scenes meeting with Stripe and their development team. And the numbers are there. 50% of anybody searching for work now, whether that's a product or work like service businesses, they're starting their search on a ChatGPT or Gemini, Grok, or another AI type conversation. We're all so used to this now. It's one of the best problem solving tools, if not the best problem solving tool that's ever come out in the history of mankind. And of course, like if you have something you need done around your house, or you need a plumber or an electrician or a landscaper, people are already starting their searching there. Here's the big key though. Instead of gathering information for you and asking questions, then trying to connect you with just basic information, it was grabbing off of Google. And then it would just give you a link to kind of hyperlink off of the chat conversation into the website. What's happening very fast, and of course it's always products first, because products are much easier to price and menutize and things like that and check out. They're already bringing the information and building the cart inside of your actual chat conversation. Why is this important? Well, for service business owners, these are the types of people I work with, men and women across the nation who really do hard work to make their living. If you aren't menutized on your website, if people can't book you, if you don't have a price for this thing that you're doing and you're not bookable, well, then that chat with AI can't put you in there to check out with your customer. And the other crazy thing about why we're so far ahead of the game is that a lot of niches like hairstylists, massage therapists, there's a lot of good niche software out there, like, where this company said, hey, we're going to build, a really good booking tool for hairstylists. Those exist. The problem is they're going to be several years behind on this agentic commerce thing, because there's a lot of back end structuring of the data that you have to cooperate with the systems that Google, Shopify, and Stripe have built. And if you don't comply with the back-end data, then they're not going to understand what it is, that service, and how much it costs, and the different options and add-ons. So this is one of the biggest things. And I keep talking about this, but it goes back to the yellow pages. There used to be a book, for those of you that do not know, pre-internet, pre-Google, and there would be the white pages, which had everyone's like personal name, phone number, and address in it. So you could find people and call them. But there would be the yellow pages, and sometimes the books would combine them. You'd have the yellows in the front and the whites in the back, and it would have all your local businesses, and they would be separated by category. So you would see electricians, and there'd be, depending on how big the city was, 50 different electricians in there. And then you could like pay the company, the yellow pages, once a year to maybe get a sponsored ad in a page, or really you could pay a certain amount to make it bold. And then of course people would always game the system and try to name their company like AAA electricians or AAA towing, because then you would be first. So then Google came along and basically all that disappeared overnight. So the key is now with this whole agentic commerce thing is that we're in a very similar situation. I really see the future is that your website isn't going to be so much a website anymore. It's going to become more of an interface. It's going to be a destination on the internet that not really a person goes to at some point, but it'll be an AI agent. So if you think about it right now, people are using these chat conversations. The APIs go out and they, look for a business like yours, and then they're going to look to see if there's a way they can book you, schedule you, and like lock arms with you, shake your hand, so they can solve an immediate problem a consumer has. As we move into robots, which about Optimus from Tesla, and like that is going to be the future, middle class and up, pretty much everyone's going to have a robot in their home probably in the next 5 years. And you're going to talk to it. It's going to do things, and you're probably not even going to be using your phone so much anymore. You're just going to really get used to saying things. So you're going to speak to your robot or your device, and you're say, hey, oh my gosh, my sink's leaking. I need a plumber as fast as possible. And it's going to book you a plumber. Now, how do they choose your plumber? Well, if you haven't menutized your services, if you haven't connected into the database, the infrastructure that we are building at menutize.ai, you will not be bookable. And so the issue is this is all going to happen faster than you think. And we're on the forefront of this technology. We're on the forefront of making sure that AI agents, as they evolve and grow, and this becomes a part of our culture, that service businesses don't get left behind.